Hey metalheads, you like tattoos? Of course you do. If you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, come on over the bridge to Clarksville, Indiana, and get you some ink done at Ageless Art. If ink isn't your thing, they have a piercing studio as well. Visit agelessartclarksville.com to see some frequently asked questions, meet the staff. The shop is open Monday through Thursday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 12 to 10 p.m., and Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m., all appointment-only spots. You can set up your appointments by phone at 812-283-1793 or email agelessarttattooandpiercing@gmail.com and someone will get you set up for your first or your next tattoo or piercing. Hey metalheads, after going to a rager, what's your ultimate go-to? Mine is totally pizza. So when Overload is playing, or I'm promoting the Metal Forge live showcases, or the big goddamn metal show, I go to Pizza DoNisi. Pizza DoNisi is gourmet artisan pizza from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. It features things like the pizza of the month to sandwiches, and also vegetarian and vegan options, which is so totally fucking cool for all of it's awesome pizza. You definitely want to go. Hey, and also from time to time they do cannolis. Oh, so fucking good. You know what they said, man? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Yeah, just like that in Godfather. They're located right next to the Mag Bar at 1396 South 2nd Street. So either stop in or call in at 502-213-0488. They're open till midnight. The witching hour.
As dawn approaches,
Heineken! Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Hey metalheads, you all hear me talk about Mag Bar all the time. It is the home to the Metal Forge live showcases and is an integral stop in the ultimate underground metal tour schedule. They obviously feature live music, but the Mag Bar also has daily specials like Pint and Slice Night on Tuesdays with Pizza DoNisi. But they also do Bring Your Own Vinyl on Thursdays with DJ Kent Jackson, and Finer Things Sundays. Located right next to Pizza DoNisi at 1398 South 2nd Street, open 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. 7 days a week. Get your asses out to the Mag Bar. Rock out. For 45 years and keeping Louisville weird, Electric Ladyland has been there for all your eccentricities. While they do offer the best smoking supplies out on the market today, there's a whole lot more to check out. From ashtrays and blacklight posters, to records, incense and burners, and items to stock your metaphysical supply. They are open from 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Located at 2325 Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky, and at electricladyland420.com. Roll out.
In a broken wasteland, come to my fire and place your blood and steel upon my pyre. Oh, this is the Metal Forge. This is the Metal Forge. This is the Metal Forge. This is the Metal Forge.
What's going on, metalheads? Thank you all for tuning into this week's episode of the Metal Forge. My name is Mark Jackson, and I am your host. That's fucking right. How the fuck are you all this week? Man, like, I'm alright, you know? I know I say that. I'm like, hey, man, I'm alright, you know? I mean, it ebbs and it flows, right? We go through good times, we go through bad times, we go through the times that, you know, that are fucking awesome and ones that suck ass. I mean, currently, I'm just coasting. I'm watching a lot of Next Generation right now, which is really fucking cool, because I know there's so much going on with Flamekeeper and the Metal Forge and everything. It's kind of hard to keep straight sometimes. So going into 2024, we're gonna fix that for everybody. This week is Braun from the band Crop from Lexington, Kentucky. Stoner, doom, groove. I hate saying what's what and that's death metal or that's thrash or that's thrash or black thrash. I hate that because there's so many subgenres and shit like that. But so I always like to let everybody, just either define themselves or, just, hey, people like what they like, and these dudes really fucking kick ass. They're from Lexington, Kentucky, which seems to have a pretty good, doom scene down there. There's a lot of heavy fucking bands that come from that area. These guys, Stormtoker, Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, Kerr, fucking the Hookers came from there originally. So yeah, man, there's a totally fucking bunch of cool shit. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be talking with him here in just a few. He's going to be calling in. We're going to hang out for a minute. Nothing else is really planned other than, hey, what do you guys want for the holiday season? What's your go-to? What do you all like to do? Me personally, me and my brother usually go out to eat a week or two before, Christmas and things like that. We might just bullshit and chat and have dinner. We haven't done it for a couple of years because of the whole COVID thing. We did it last year, but hopefully we'll get back to it. That's always a fun one. I love doing that. I love dropping in on people and being like, hey, how are you doing? I hope you're having it. Hope everything's cool, and seeing people that you haven't seen. It always just makes it seem a little bit more special around the holidays, I think, which is totally cool. So I want to give a shout out to Sheila and Rodney. I haven't seen Rodney for a while. Sheila, thank you. It was so great to see you the other day. Hopefully you hear this. It was so awesome. Thank you all so much. But yeah, man, what are you all looking forward to in what's coming up? You all like to go out and look at Christmas lights? You do that shit, I used to, because it's kind of cool sometimes, especially you get the people who are fucking really in tune, and there's the radio station dedicated to it, and it's tune in to 88.9, and it's just this whole fucking sync together fucking light show. Those are rad as shit. I saw one time where somebody had their own PA system and did that, and it was to the Christmas Vacation where Clark loses his shit. I'm gonna have the hap. That scene. Totally fucking funny shit. But anyway, I'm digressing a lot here. I don't know where I'm going with these. But anyway, things that I'm looking forward to in 2024. I always look forward to bands putting out new material. Always look at merch and shit like that to see what's the cool merch that's gonna hit, what's the cool shows that are gonna hit. And I always sit there and say, hey, I'd like to go to that show. And believe me, the opportunities have been there, but it's just sometimes it's things come up and things just suck sometimes. But hey, it is what it is, and do what you do and have fun with it. But just, hey, in the stuff below, at least on Spotify, you can go through and actually answer questions and do all that stuff. So hey, if you get the chance, go down there and say, it'll ask what you think of the show. Hey, if there's anything you want to put in there talking about any of the topics of conversation, do it. I will I will get back with you. I will bring it up on the show. If there's anything that you want to talk about that you see on another show of ours at Flamekeeper, whether it be the Alehorn, the Mudhorn, Ossont Battery, or Metal on a Budget, or any of the unsleeves, we do accept things for our unsleeve shows as well. So yeah, hit us up. You can hit me up directly at metalforgeradio@gmail.com or through any of the Metal Forge social media pages, as well as the Flamekeeper.vip pages as well. So we're going to go ahead and listen to some Crop here. This is the recording that they put out back in May. This is 1056. What's going on, metalheads? We've already been cracking up here while that song was playing. You know, the newest song, 1056, from the band Crop, who I have Braun in kind of the Metal Forge. We're on FaceTime, which this is a rare occurrence. Usually I'm doing the Zoom thing. But, dude, what's up?
Man, you know, just hanging out, having some chuckles with you. Really enjoying the end of 2023, man. I feel like Croc kind of we hit a good stride in 2023. I think we ended pretty close to 40 shows this year.
Wow.
Maybe like 37, maybe 38. I'd have to go back, but like it was maybe even 40. I'm not sure, but it's somewhere right in that area.
Right, because you all played all over the place, too. You all played in Asheville this year.
Yeah, we did Asheville. We did Johnson City. We did Winston-Salem. Pittsburgh. Gosh, shout out to my Pittsburgh guys, first of all.
Right.
Like, those cats party. Like, you think you're going to go somewhere and get belligerently drunk. Like, Pittsburgh will show you what belligerently drunk means, and they'll get you that drunk before you play.
Oh, yes. See, that's how I remember St. Louis being for me. We were there in a January one year, and it was fucking football season, and of course, the Rams were playing, and when they were still there, right? And fucking, it was such a miserable fucking turnout that, like, everybody was pissed that they lost, and they're throwing shit, and they're fucking throwing fucking rocks glasses on the fucking floor, and it's like, oh, geez, guys, are we gonna make it through this?
I lived in Lexington during, 2012 when they won the national championship. I actually lived, downtown. There was a couch burning across the street from my house.
Oh, wow.
When all that shit was going on. And our guitarist, Zach's a huge UK fan. Huge. I mean, I could give or take on sports. I'd rather sit in my room and play bass.
Right.
I'd rather just listen to records. I don't care that much. But, dude, if we're playing a show and there's a TV across the bar, he will sit and riff out, play solos.
And watch the game.
And watch the fucking game. He'll headbang and come back up and oh, that's the score, and then go back into it.
That's great. Hey, man, you know, I'm not going to lie. I've played in a bar when wrestling's been going on, and I've watched the wrestling match on TV.
You know, if it was wrestling, I'd watch that shit. Old school 90s wrestling, even better, you know?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Magbar and Pizza DoNisi, sponsors of the Metal Forge, for actually playing old school, Crockett territory wrestling in the front bar on Friday and Saturday nights, late night.
Yeah, shout out to Magbar anyway.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Magbar is one of those. So, funny story. Crop's not been around that long, obviously.
Right.
We kind of started at the cusp of COVID. We played our first show with Storm Toker. Maybe March of 2020.
We don't mention their name here.
No?
No.
No Storm Toker?
Nope, no Storm Toker.
Okay.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I love those fuckers. I love them to death, and they're the ever elusive band. They were originally scheduled to be on the radio version of this show, and have yet to appear on this show.
They've been a band for 9 years at this point or something.
I know.
How have they not been on here?
I know. It just never works out because I refuse. Because I love those guys so much. I refuse to have them on Zoom or anything because they live in Lexington. You know? Yeah, I know, but you're different, though. Them, I want to actually be in studio. And, I mean, I would actually love to have had you in studio had we had more coordination and my dumb ass not set this up last night.
Fine, man. So our first show was February of 2020. It was a David's birthday party. And we had just had Andrew, our drummer, for maybe 2 months. We went through 6 drummers before Andrew. And I've been playing with Andrew for years, but I wanted him to want to be in Crop.
Right.
And he came up to me and he's we had a couple demos and I sent them to him and he's like, man, I just quit my band. Like if you guys need a drummer. And I was like, yo, dude, like, we just had a guy quit. Like, yeah, man, like, hop in and play. And, like, it just came together like that. And it was so cool. Because, like, we've been trying so hard to write songs. And then, like, we booked that show. We played it. Like, it was fun. It was with Storm Toker and a band called Forest. It was super awesome. And then...
Now, was that at Green Lantern or Owl's?
It was at Al's sidecar.
Okay.
And it was like literally a room that probably legally held 12 people. Like, 100 people in this room. It was insane. Like, and then 20 minutes later, COVID shut the whole world down.
Right.
So Croc got this cool opportunity to like step back and just write that first EP. And like the practice rooms at my house. Like, none of us live, like, close to our grandparents or our parents, really, so, like, we don't get to see them all the time. So, like, during COVID, we're like, man, like, let's just have a bubble where we drink together twice a week and play music.
Right.
Which, you know, at the time, we were, like, very hush-hush about it, because it's like, we don't want to, you know, we don't want to get in trouble doing this. Like, you know, whatever. You know, it's a weird time. It's the Wild Wild West at that point.
Yeah.
And came out of COVID just fucking swinging, man. As soon as bars opened, as soon as stuff opened, we just, David hit us up, wanted to do his first Holler of Doom, and we hopped on that. We played one show before that. Our next show after that was like with Scryer at Lantern. I was drunk at a Finer Things Sunday at Mag Bar. Rich, he threw us on a show with Bad Wires and Extinction AD on like a Wednesday.
Right.
And really, like, those 4 shows just kind of set our trajectory. That's where we just started playing, and then she asked us to do a run the following spring, and we took it. And then, man, I can shout out to the She Boys, man.
Oh,
They've
yes.
been so sweet to us. And, like, literally, without those cats, like, we would not be on the road. We would not be doing it. We would be sitting in Lexington, twiddling our thumbs, figuring out how to do stuff. Like, Bob showed me so much, like,
Bob's
just
a
showed me the way,
sweetheart.
man. Gave me the torch, you know?
Yeah. Bob's a true metal sweetheart in the
God.
show scene and everything. And, you know, definitely a shout out to him. And I'm going to put this in the comments, or not in the comments, but, you know, in the description below. Bob actually has a tour helper compendium of the Midwest.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that is such a great tool to have. It's got bands, it has venues, it has agents, it has festivals, and it goes from Michigan to North Dakota, some in Texas, all the way through like Ohio and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and all those places, down the whole like East Coast and all of that cool shit. So definitely gonna put that in the description below. I don't know why I never did it anyways.
I've been sitting here, my bowl's been clogged this whole time. I'm trying to break it loose, man, and I just got it.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. So, okay, in the monologue, I always like to talk about a little bit of the stuff regarding some of the bands and whatnot. But I always like to, I hate over-genreification of metal. And I hate that there's like, it's like subgenre again. You know, black stoner groove doom. You know, it's like, what do you consider crop? What is crop?
The loudest rock and roll band that's on the regional scale right now. And like, I mean, we're loud as fuck. We're aggressive as fuck. And even with Mark on vocals, man, I still consider us a rock and roll band, dude. Like,
Right.
And that's how I consider Sabbath a rock and roll band. I consider Metallica at this point like a rock and roll band. Motley Crue's a rock and roll band. Like, to me, metal doesn't really get metal till later in metal.
Right.
You know?
Well, and you know, that's the thing too. Motorhead always considered themselves a rock and roll band. But
And they're like the Godfathers, dude. They're the Godfathers of fucking thrash, man.
yeah,
You know?
absolutely. And it all starts somewhere. And yeah, I dig the whole rock thing because, you know, listening to the EP, and I refreshed myself on it today. And what's so fucking rad to me about the EP is I hear the Sabbath influence. I hear, you know, the ultimate heavy influence with that shit. But then again, like some vocally, I hear things like Chris Cornell.
Oh yeah.
I hear a lot of Soundgarden and Alice in Chains era stuff, like in the '90s grunge, which I think this area, the Ohio Valley that we're in here, I think that era hit us like real grassroots Americana music.
Yeah,
we could relate to it.
Yeah. Oh, it's just sad, man. It's so sad, but it's like, you know, like that like. I hate that gets labeled grunge. I hate that Alice in Chains and Soundgarden are grunge bands. You know? Because, like...
I think that's the parlance of the time, though.
Those bands that, like, grunge didn't have.
No.
And, like, dude, like, I mean... I don't know, man. Yeah, I love both of those bands. And, like, Mark's hella influence. Like, really, man, go listen to that first Blind Melon album.
Right.
And, like, listen to Shannon Hoon just belt. And that's, like, Mark's, like, that's
is that
Mark.
his spirit animal?
I like to say Mark's somewhere between, like if Lane Staley, Chris Cornell, Shannon Hoon, and Janis Joplin had a gross orgy and you didn't know who the father of the baby was, that's Mark, man.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and, like, he's just so raspy. And, like, he's the only cat I've ever played with. Like, he does not warm his voice up. Like, he's like a tube amp. You plug the fuck in, turn it on, and run for 30 minutes. And, like, he can do it night after night after night after night. And, like, it not change.
Dude, that's rad as shit, man.
Like,
because that's a testament.
In his fucking throat. It's insane. And, like, he can sing like an angel. But, man, he's just got this banshee fucking scream.
Right.
That it's still got a vocal tone to where he's singing. It's like, man, like, the cool story, the first time I ever met Mark, he was singing in a different band, and it was their first show, and I saw him play. They played at the Lantern. I'm not going to mention the band because, like, you know, whatever. But he was playing with these cats, and I saw him sing, and the first thing I thought was, like, I've got to talk to this guy. And I got all fucking drunk, and I walk up to him, and I'm like, man, look here.
It's easy to do there.
Your band sucks, but if you ever want to be in a really cool, heavy band, come find me. My name's Braun. This is my phone number. Hit me up. And literally, like, probably a year and a half to that date, he calls me one day, and he's like, and we'd hung out, we'd drink a few times after that, but we weren't, like, we were building a friendship at that point.
Right.
And then he calls me one day, and he's like, bro, they kicked me out because I partied too hard. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, you're a rock and roll band. What does that mean, you party too hard? He's like, yeah, they kicked me out. I party too hard. And I'm like, bro, I'll have you a band in, like, 2 weeks. Dude, don't worry about it. And then crap started.
Wow.
Like, I wanted him. He like, Mark makes it, man. He's the fucking, like, that chef's kiss. Yeah. Like Crop's cool, but, like, Mark just sets it off, man. And, like, not saying we're not all good or not all whatever. It takes us all to tango, baby. It takes all four of us to make that fucking dance. But Mark just sets the fucking napalm off.
Right. And I was thinking about that earlier and how everything was just... On the EP, everything just clicks and everywhere it should. Like, I don't know if it's like when you go back and listen to something like Dope Smoker, how you just sit there and once you start the album, you just kind of lay back and it just does its thing.
Yeah.
And your EP does that as well, I think, which is great. But it's also, like, for me, like, you know, ADHD, undiagnosed brain. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck was that? And have to go back and restart shit. And it's like fuck.
Like, even with Dope Smoker, I refuse to restart stuff because I'll just always go back. So, like, I'm a big fan of albums. I love albums front to back. Like, every time I was in a band before Crop, and, like, we had this album, and it was an instrumental band, and, like, I just wanted that album to be one song. And at that point, I'd never even heard of Sleep. I didn't know a band had already done that. I was just like, man, I got this cool original idea.
Right.
This band have this song. And then, so, from that band, that's where, like, I played with Andrew. And, man, he's just such a weird drummer to play with. Like, and I've played with him for so long, I don't really know how to play, like, I don't know how to play bass with a drummer that's very just, like, hi-hat, straightforward, good drummer, but, like, Andrew's just so open and loose.
Right.
And I feel like he's made my bass playing so loose that, like, we're sloppy together and it makes sense, you know?
Right. No, and I think that stands the true test of the rhythm dynamic.
Yeah,
you know, me being a bass player playing with the various drummers in my time that I've played with, whether it be in Overload or in Ice Howl or, you know, Dissonance way back in the day.
Same age, probably. Like,
yeah, I'm about 40.
I'm about 40.
Yeah, I actually turned 40 back in April.
Dude, I turned 37 like, and on the 22nd.
Oh wow, hell yeah, man!
Like, I mean, like, dude, I've been like for years, man. I've been fucking here. Crop's finally like, I'm so grateful for Crop because Crop's finally like one of those opportunities where, for some reason, people like your fucking band. And I've been in so many bands and like, it's just nice, man. It's just
there's a rewarding aspect to it that feels good, which is so great too because the EP was all self-released.
Yes.
And nowadays, you know, a label, quote, that whole label deal shit, like, nobody's getting picked up by, like, Sony, and, you know what I'm saying? There's, like, those bands on those labels, like the Metallicas and the fucking Ozzies, and...
No, it doesn't exist. That world doesn't exist to us.
No, it doesn't. So...
It doesn't exist to, like, us, salt of the earth musicians... That, dude, honestly, I'm in it for love, man. I don't make no money.
For sure. But
I'm not getting a royalty check from anything. Like, if anything,
that's fun. I will say that.
My wife's not left me yet. Like, between buying gear and putting out albums and going on the road for days at a time, like, dude, it's coming out of pocket, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I think that's with everybody. It's all a labor of love at this point.
Oh, dude, 100%.
And even still, even as much as I hate to say it, on certain bands out there, I think it's still a labor of love for those bands too. That I don't know. I'd like to sit there and to think that Megadeth is really just doing it because they have to, rather than that they want to.
You know,
like Kiss did it because they just wanted to.
What keeps me going in all this, and it's even meeting you, this is the first time we've really ever talked.
Right. I mean, we've talked at the bar a couple of times, but nothing like this.
What feeds me is fucking passion, man.
Yes.
Your passion. And if I meet guys like you, like Bob, like Trent fucking Combs, like fucking like Josh Flowers from Swamp Hawk, Mikey Burke from fucking Season of the Witch, Chloe from Wind Rider, all these people that are so full of passion.
Yeah.
I mean, and like, I got goosebumps right now just talking about, and that's my love for that. It's like meeting these cats, going and playing shows with them, the Horseburner guys. God, oh, dude, speaking of Horseburner. Yeah,
you all just announced that by the day we're recording this, because this will actually be out on Friday. So by the day we're recording this, you all just announced the little 3-shot run with Horseburner in like the little cool fucking, I need a copy of, holy shit, I hit my elbow and your fucking phone moved. I need
man.
Yeah, right. I need a copy of that flyer because it looks rad as shit, and I love old school like 70s art.
I have one left. And I have a movie poster size. If you want it, it's yours. I'll be in Louisville during the show. I might be there before. I'll get it to you. If you want that.
You have a fucking movie poster size of that?
Hold on. I'll be back.
Oh my God. Dude, that'll go in a fucking frame.
It's just like, bro, it hits different as like, so like I mean, you gotta have these guys, right?
Oh, shit.
But like, sometimes your buddies from Pittsburgh make sure you have and it's like, listen to this. You want to hear something cool?
Oh, my gosh, dude. That is awesome.
It sounds like a song Modest Mouse used in an album.
It does. Dude, that is fucking rad as hell.
But yeah, man, if you want that, that's yours.
Fuck, dude. That'll fucking get framed and get put on the wall.
Yeah, dude. Send me your address. I'll just put a tube and send it to you, man.
Okay. Yeah,
and you can have it. Yeah, but if you want it, man.
Dude, fucking for real.
Yeah.
Dude, I appreciate that.
But like, dude, so that's actually Pittsburgh guys. Shout out to my Pittsburgh guys again.
Yeah.
Dad from Riff Zealot. He makes Howlin' John's hot sauce. He makes Crop's hot sauce. He makes there's another Kentucky band. Fuck, what's the big Star Trek metal band? Oh, man.
I feel bad if I don't know who they are because I'm a huge Star Trek fan too.
Oh man, dude, hold on. Like I gotta.
Well, yeah, that's. What are your fandom?
They're on tour. They're like playing all the time. Fucking God, I'm glad.
Galactic Spectre or something?
No, man. God, I gotta figure it out.
I can't.
Fuck. I just bought a bass cab off their old bass player. Jordan River from fucking Blind Scryer's in the band.
Volcandra?
Volcandra, yeah. Fucking Volcandra, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he makes their hot sauce too. He makes Volcandra, so he makes. Shout out to my girl Riff Zealot.
Yeah, for sure, man.
He makes like our hot sauce. He makes Howling Giant's hot sauce, Volcandra's hot sauce. He makes She's hot sauce.
You know, actually, man, I'm in the market for a new Metal Forge hot sauce, actually. I might have to reach out because there's been a few people that I've reached out to, and we used to have one. And ours was originally made from a Lexington maker.
So I had a cool guy hit me up wanting to make a hot sauce. He's a buddy from back in the day. He works with a bunch of bands. And we currently have the Riff Zealot sauce. So me and him came to terms. He's from Michigan, and he decided that God, I wish I had him on me. I just want to like show you. But like he decided, he was like, I want to like brand seeds for stoner metal bands.
That's cool.
So we have our own seed packets on the merch table. And it's 8 seeds for $30. They're non-feminized, so like you got a 50-50 chance of the seed being a female, so you can get
good germination. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
I took horticulture class.
Yeah, but like with hemp laws, as long as it's not got THC in it,
right,
legal to sell.
Right.
But it's definitely novelty.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's novelty.
Yes, so, for sure.
I mean, it's really tomato seeds. Maybe you should grow them and find out. Hey.
Who knows?
But we have them on our merch table, so it's called Dookie Shoe Seeds. Shout out to Dookie Shoe Seeds. And yeah, he hit us up, and like it's like been the greatest thing ever, because like, you know, you go on the road for a couple days, and like we all have these blue collar jobs where we travel. So like we try to just build up like I do like Holiday Inn Expresses, so I build up the points. Andrew does other hotels, he builds up his points. So when we go on the road, we're like, hey man, do we have like we're going out for 4 or 5 days? Do we have enough points to get a couple of free hotel rooms? So it's like every other day, like maybe we could cash in points and get like a nice. And it's one, and it's 4 guys. I wear a CPAP like Darth Vader. Fucking, you know. And like, but on tour, I don't take it, so I'm like,
fucking sounding like smog. Dude, hey, that is a great thing to do. Like, seriously, if you work in a fucking position to where you can travel or you can fucking rack up the points, or you have a friend or a family member who does, that's the greatest thing.
Like if you got somebody that works somewhere and you get a discount on it, bro, dude, utilize that shit, man. Like, we're all broke. We're all fucked. Like, even if you got a job and you're not in a band, you're fucking broke, dude. We're all broke right now.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I pop a fucking a trailer, a U-Haul trailer on the back of my Honda Pilot that my wife drives. I give her the work truck for the weekend, and we go play shows, dude. We just, like, fucking make it happen. Nobody's going to make your dream happen for you.
No.
Just make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to fucking go out and play shows, go out and play shows. You want to fucking record albums, which that's what I was going to ask you about. On the EP, give me some details. Where was that done? Was that done at a home studio? Was that done at a real, I mean, because I'm going to say, it sounds fucking amazing.
Okay, so I really wish it was like 2 or 3 months from now, and like, because I can't. Okay, so we recorded the EP with Jason Groves at Sneak Attack Studio in Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay. I've heard of Sneak Attack. They're...
Dude, Jason Groves was like in Superfuzz back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a band called Rosie Rose. He was in a band called Asylum on the Hill. And he's like the gnarliest bass player in the fuck. Like, this cat, like, dude, he will, like, at the end of the set, he was the coolest guy. Like, I saw him when I was, like, 14 years old. He played with Superfuzz. And he has this Mesa rig that's, like, 19 feet fucking tall.
Yeah.
And he's got this P-bass that looks like it's went through a fucking axe grinder. And, like, he just glued it back together. And, dude, this guy at the end of the set, I swear to God, he turns on every distortion, every boost, every fuzz, every pedal, blah, 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 cranks his amp, dimes the thing, and tosses his bass across the stage, over the drums, over the guitar, and it just lands, boom, boom, and skids. And it just... It was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. And when we started doing Crop, I was like, that's the guy I want to record my album.
Right on.
Because he made this thing that, like, I've dreamed of, like, just that. And Jason Groves did it, man, and he's such a cool guy. Like, he did the Toker stuff. He's done some Swamp Hawk stuff. I think he mastered the last She album.
Okay.
And, like, he's about to announce some new stuff that's, like, when you see it, holy fuck, it's crazy. Like, he's so good. And, like, he's like, I want everybody asking who recorded your album. Like, Jason Groves and Sneak Attack. Fucking go to Jason Groves. Hit him up. He's very reasonably priced. You can book a couple days at a time. You can take your time. Like, if you want to produce it yourself, he fucking just lets you do it. He gives you all the best ideas. If you want him to help you, man, he's there, and he's so good.
Right, man.
He's so good, man. But like, he'll see what you're doing. He'll go in and he dude, like, he started talking to me and he's like, bro, you were really into the Clash when you were like 14, weren't you? And I was like, oh, you can tell by my bass playing. Like, you can tell by all those fucking walks and with Crop, I don't do them often. Like, I don't get to go, like, with Crop, I want to lay back. I want to let it fucking breathe.
Right.
But every once in a while, I get to do a little something, and I get to throw a little flair in there, and, like, that's where bass lives, dude. It's like, it's those moments, man. You gotta fucking backbone that shit. You gotta glue it together. And then every once in a while,
I agree.
You go, pop! Yeah, baby, that's what we just did.
Exactly. And you know, and I agree with that because I'm that way too as a bass player. Yeah. I'm very much like a...
We're all that way. If you weren't that way, you'd be a rhythm guitarist playing bass.
Pretty fucking much. Damn, I feel fucking seen.
Man, I've been playing bass since I was 8 years old. I started playing bass.
Right.
I still play bass. I didn't move on to guitar. No, I'm a fucking bass player, dog.
Right.
I'm a bass. I went to college for one semester. I took out a fucking student loan, big ass student loan. You know what I bought? Not college. I bought an SVT Classic, an 810, and an Ernie Ball Music Man, baby. Boom! And I thought I was going to be a professional bass player. I still have all that gear. You know what? I didn't go to college. I got a job. That's fine. But I have all that gear still.
Right. And it sounds fucking amazing now, I'm sure.
Oh, dude, man. I just want to show you it.
I mean, so let me ask you this. With the current trajectory of, like, music, and there's always going to be the people who are on, like, that diehard no fucking way or that diehard absolutely. And I'm a very much on the fence person because, you know, I could take or leave. But with, like, how things are going where it seems like more and more bands are shifting to a more direct signal.
Oh, you mean like the Fractal guys?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not even just the Fractal. I mean, because we don't. I mean, because say for example, Overload.
Like
we played. Yeah, playing without cabs.
Bro, there's no world that Crop exists without the dumbest amount of gear on that stage. And if you have the capability, if I can put 4 SVTs and 8 fucking 810s on that stage, I will do it.
Hell yeah.
I will 4-stack them all. I don't care, man. And the guitarist, our drummer, man, our drummer loves dumb gear. We're like that. or very traditional in gear. There's no world that crop doesn't exist without the largest backline we can reasonably put in that room.
Definitely.
If it's a 250 cap room, you got to be, it is what it is. But if you're putting me in a room that can handle a dumb amount of sound, I'm going to do it.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to fucking do it.
I think that's what all of us say, is we all want to just fucking push it to its limit. But, no, I think that.
Now, okay, so hold on. I will say this, though. I have recently seen a few bands on the bigger scale, me and my wife went on vacation, and we were down in Florida, and she likes the band Garbage, and they happened to be there. Phenomenal band. Garbage is great songs, great songwriting, good band for the time, good band now.
Yeah.
And they played direct in for everything. I don't know but they literally had a dude on the side of the stage that had a fucking studio. It looked like a fucking studio. He had a soundboard, and then he had like a studio, and he was mixing and mastering in real time. So shout out to that guy.
Holy shit!
I don't know what they did, but man, he made their bass tone was probably the fourth best bass tone I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
See,
and that to me, that's to the point where it's like pushing it. To that end, it's like, whoa.
If I had Jason Groves on stage with us, making us sound like the album, like, dude, good. I would love that. But there's no world I could pay him enough money to do that. And then I'm not giving up my fucking two-band, man, or my huge old school solid state amp. And like, you can ask, are you solid state or you tube, dude? I love them both, baby.
Yeah.
Ask at the same time, man.
Dude, I hate that argument.
Why are you going to limit me to one? Why can't I have it all?
Right. I hate that argument. I hate the arguments of four things and you got to get rid of one. Fuck that shit. So people like what they like.
How do you feel about dudes that play with picks?
I play with a pick.
I mean, I do too. I was just hey.
I mean, dude, okay. So I'll say this. There is just as much validity in Lemmy's playing as much as there is in Sting's playing, or Jocko's, or John Entwistle, or anybody else, or yours or mine, because we all have our own way. My biggest influences on bass are actually, there would be Lemmy, Jason Newsted, Geddy Lee, Dusty Hill, and Chris Squire.
Fucking Hill, man.
Yeah, I mean, those five bass players to me are like the quintessential, like the five dudes that I like their sound overall, their ability overall, and what they do. And there is some other peppered people in there, because Geezer Butler is in there too. But, and probably Geezer over Chris Squire, but like, I just love, like, I'm in a yes mood right now.
Another thing, we're playing Maryland Doomfest.
Yeah.
June 20th through the 23rd. And like, dude, the lineup's insane. It's like Horrors, Bloodshot, Red Beardwall, 10 Ton Slug, Switchblade Jesus, King Bastard, Conclave, Indus Valley Kings, Windrider, When the Deadbolt Breaks, and like so many more like fucking insane bands. I'm working my way through the list of like just listening to every band
to see who you want to fucking check out. Yeah.
So good. It's so good. But like JD Madsen, man, like his whole crew, they do a solid job. Like, and like, it was one of those things, like I was talking to him and I was like, literally, this is like, I have ideas for where I want Crop to go. And like dudes like that hit me up and I'm like, dude, this is bucket list. Like Maryland Doom like hit Crop up and was like, hey man, you guys want to play? And I'm like, does the Pope shit in the woods? I think he does. If he was out there and had to poop and there's no bathroom.
Right.
Like, duh. And yeah, man, and like I said, man, JB's fucking, he's just a solid dude. He's like OG scene Doom guy. He's been in so many good bands, and he drums, And like he's the other, so he's like our favorite person. He's a fucking drummer, man. The
Right.
other end of the rhythm section, the person you need around, you know.
Oh, for sure.
And but yeah, dude, like so stoked on that. Like words cannot comprehend how hyped I am about that next year. Like,
definitely. So you were talking about the horse burner guys.
yes, the horse burner. Oh man, dude, God, I love those horse burner guys. They're like, I don't know how they're so tight. They're so together.
Right.
Such a perfect band. They're like if Mastodon drank iced coffee. You know, like they're so fucking good, man. And they're such sweet boys. Like the She Boys. God, the She Boys are so sweet. But like, dude, so we're doing this run with Horse Burner in February. It's February 15th, 16th, and 17th. So it's Lexington on a Thursday, the 15th, with Swamp Hawk.
Right.
Swamp Hawk's the heaviest band.
Right.
They're so fucking heavy. So then we're going to Johnson City. So the 15th was in Lexington up in Green Lantern. Then we're going to Johnson City, the Hideaway.
Okay.
On February 16th with Wind Rider. I talked about those cats earlier.
Definitely.
They're like super classy, like Sabbath worship.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I know who they are.
Like good, man. They're so good. They're so passionate. Like yet again, like another band that's so passionate. And then we got February 17th in like what I would consider like our home away from home.
Right. Ye Old
One of
Mag.
the only Magnolia Dome.
Ye Old Mag Bar.
Of all places, the place that just gives you and takes from you and loves you and then gives you back anything they take from you, and hopefully you walk out alive at the end of the night, because I think they stay open to like at least 4 a.m. or some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, and so we're doing that with Baptized.
Definitely.
And like, you're familiar with Baptized,
Oh, of
right?
course. They just played the big goddamn metal show.
Oh, God. I love those cats so much. Sweetheart Bob's in that band. And then you got the Shopper Brothers. Dude, seriously. The best bass player. Like, that's like, you want to go in best bass players? Best bass player in Kentucky is Andrew from fucking Baptized.
Oh,
He's
wow.
also been a Blind Scrier. Dude,
He's pretty badass.
I love watching him play bass so much, and he's so into it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's fucking rocking it, and he does all the right runs. He hits those fills, like, dude, and he just locks it. Love that cat. Love that. And the fact that we're playing with them, and then fucking Trent Combs. Fuck you, Trent Combs.
Right.
And you can go eat a bag of dicks. I hope they're organic dicks, grass-fed. I want the best dick for you, because I love you, but I hope you eat that bag of dicks, you piece of shit.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, yes. So, I do like to ask general profile questions about people as well. This is called Derailed.
Baby, I'm here for you.
Absolutely. So we're going to hit into these right now. What industry or company or organization would you leave your current job for?
Well, there was a time I thought I could do porn, but then I found out I have a really small dick. So, like, I where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because that doesn't necessarily work.
John Baba had a career and he had no dick. So, like, didn't he get it chopped off? I thought there was going to be a market for this. No, man.
Oh, shit.
Female modeling. Turns out I'm not that good looking. Like, I might look in the mirror and want to fuck this guy, but nobody else does. Honest, God bless. You know what I'm saying?
Intelligence or wisdom? Which do you feel is more important?
Wisdom. I'm going to go with wisdom. Intelligence is cool, and you can read books, you can do shit all day, but man, sometimes those old cats come in with some dumb shit that you're just like, I needed that level unlocked. I needed it's like it's the day you realize your dream is what you're doing, and you're focusing on that dream, and whatever you want to obtain from that dream, that's your vision, but where you're at right now, that's the dream.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you got to live in those moments to chase that dream, because if you're not enjoying it, you're never going to enjoy it even when you get there, man. And so, like, definitely wisdom, man. Definitely wisdom. Hard with always.
I agree with that.
It reminds me of, like, a wizard. Wizard Wisdom, just like chilling there in his hat, smoking a big pipe, stoned as fuck, like drinking fucking Elves wine or some shit, just having a good time with their shoes.
Man, you need to write that into the next album.
Knowledge bomb on you, like,
you need to write that into the next album.
Man, you know, like it's like some. It just is, dude. It's, you know, and also they look like they smoke a bunch of weed. So, like, who wouldn't like a wizard? You know?
Hell yeah, dude.
God, I'm going to get on a tangent, but I'm going to say this one thing because this is a cool thing. I was talking to a tattoo artist once, and he was talking about, like, wizards and reapers.
Yeah.
Like, Grim Reapers, wizards, and he's like, dude, Grim Reapers are just dead wizards, man. And like
that's
that,
pretty,
like, you want to talk about some wisdom that, like, just like fucking like.
That's pretty
just,
fucking
like,
awesome.
Destroyed me for a minute. I was like, dude, I've never thought about reapers. Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper's just a dead wizard, bro.
If you could have something named after you, what would you want it to be?
Well, you know, I've always thought about having this brand of coffee pots and razors named Braun, but there's already a company that does that.
No, man, come on, really.
Man, that's actually.
If we could have the Braun Dabney.
The problem is there's so many, like, copyright infringements and lawsuits. I don't think I can answer this question because I'm going to get sued just thinking about it, man.
Really?
You know? Yeah,
I mean,
like, the organization's going to come after me.
I mean, like, obviously, would there be like a signature base?
Well, you know,
that's always a thought.
Tubes. I would take some tubes.
Okay. So do you have your own configuration that you run?
Like tubes?
Yeah.
No, man, I just have Electro Harmonics fucking.
But you would want your own Electro Harmonics tubes, though?
Yeah. Why not put my name on them? They can be the same tubes. Like, I mean,
fuck yeah, man.
So really, like, it's all marketing. So, like, if you're asking me about marketing, like, Missy Elliott, reverse it, you know, do the thing. So, all right, first of all, I would put my name on everything they would let me put it on. I don't, a bass, strings, picks, fucking amps, fucking tubes, all of it, dude. Market me. Like, have you seen our logo? It's the same upside down as it is the right side up, man. Put that shit everywhere.
I love that logo.
Like, I have no qualms with the idea of, like, people are like, oh, man, like, keep it this way. Like, I love DIY. I grew up DIY. I am DIY. But if some motherfucker offered me a paycheck, dude, I will sell out tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think like, most of us would, but
stop doing my day job and pursue music and actually, like, get to that point. Yeah, man, that's the dream. We all have that dream.
Right.
We all sit around after band practice, stoned, being like, you know what, man? When we hit it big, dog, we're gonna buy like a 2019 Chevy Express van. We're all gonna have not a new one because we're reasonable. But, like, it's a few years old. It's got 120,000 miles on it. It needs brakes and everything else because some carpet guy had it. But, like, it's cool. We'll figure it out. Like, but, like, it's one of those things, man. Like, it's like the dream side and the realistic side. And, like, to be a band now, you have to have that realistic side. It kind of sucks because it hurts your dream.
Right.
And, like, me, like, where I'm at, dude, yeah, dude, if they want to put my name on something, like Braun Dabney, you want to put it on something, bro, I am down. Let me sign it. You put it on it. I would love, like, man, like, Ernie Ball, like Ampeg, fucking, like, the shit I actually play. But the problem is I already own it all, and bass strings aren't that much. Like,
right.
I really want to sign my life away to one of them motherfuckers. like
I get it.
Yeah, why comes back and you're like, what? Like it's like this dude just sold out, but then he talked himself out of it. And that's everybody lives there, man. Like, do you want to do it? Do you want to be stuck? Like, it's cool, man. Like, you play a Rick, right? I saw you play a Rick.
Yeah.
You only want to play a Rick.
No.
So if Jackson walked up and was like, hey, man, we want you to play this dumb, fucking, weird-looking, dumb shit bass with your name on it, would you do that? Would you do that?
Honestly,
if
they built it to my
P-bass.
If they built it to my spec, yes.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that real hard.
Because I don't want to say I don't play shit.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah,
but I do have a Rick and I have a Spectre.
Yeah,
and they both have a different feel, but they both feel like they were made for me, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So if I could have something that either had a similar feel, that made it feel like it was made for my hand, okay, then we might be in business. But to this day, Jackson never has really done that. So that's why I don't play them.
I have these setups. So like when I walk in for a show, I'm like, I have a 1981 PVT 40.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so pristine. It looks like some dude might have been in one band, played it for 10 years, and then put it in a garage and never touched it. So it's got a little road wear, but nothing bad. The neck's perfect. It's not splitting. And then I have like a 2022 American Professional P bass.
Okay.
Fender, really nice, string through body. And I play these. I buy like the purple pack of Ernie balls, like the big.
The power slinkies.
So I buy the powers, but I buy the 5-string, and I don't use the 50.
Okay.
Small. So I have it set up like it'd be a fucking 5-string, and then so we're in drop A.
Okay.
So if I found somebody but also like a heavy fucking bass. Like I'm a big dude, man. I'm 6'1". I weigh 250 fucking pounds. I don't care if it weighs 14 pounds, man.
Right.
I want a bass to have weight to it. I want to feel when
it lends to the tone too.
Dude. But your Rick's probably heavy as shit, dude. It's probably a 9-pound bass.
What's that?
Your Rick? How heavy's a Rick?
I think it's 9.
Yeah, that's 9 pounds, dude. If you're, okay, hey, there we go. All right, so but 9 pounds, dude. If you have 9 pounds on your shoulder, that's a child. You're bearing a child. So you're bearing a child for 35 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You're holding.
And that's not including the weight from the pack and from the packs and everything.
You use a wireless?
Yeah.
See, I'm a cord guy, man. I just I break you've seen me play.
Yeah.
I will throw my yet again go back to Jason Groove. Shout out to that motherfucker. You see that at a young age. You see a guy toss a bass, and it's the coolest thing in the world. And you're and the thing is I'm like you. I don't play junk. And I don't want to hate on a guy playing. If you can afford it and you can play it, you play it, baby, and play it the best you can.
Fuck yes. That's really what I'm saying.
I'm sorry to use the word junk. It's not junk. I like exquisite pieces of musical art. And I like to treat them like they're a lady of the night that lives in Las Vegas that you're never going to see again because you're on fucking boys night. You know what I'm saying? I just toss it around. You can't use that. That's really bad. And it might be worded okay. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I'm really mean to my instruments. I'm not nice to my gear. I will take my neck of my bass and I'll slap it against something. I'll throw my shit. But it's that moment. It's that moment. You get fed up at the moment. You get built.
Right. You get to that moment where it's in the show, and that's the thing that needs to be there. And yeah, I get that. I've done stuff like that. I mean, I don't treat the Rick like shit, but I don't fucking baby it either.
I won't buy a Rick because I would treat it that way.
Oh, dude, some of those are the best though.
Dude, I just and you know what, dude, man, have you heard of there's this company called it's Decibel. And it's this cat that makes basses. And they're cool because it's it looks like a Gibson logo, but the T for decibels is an upside down cross.
I have not.
He makes these rippers.
Yeah.
These ripper basses. And they're so sick, man. I don't remember the dude's name. I wish I remembered the name. But man, you should look up Decibel bass. They're oh my god. And he was like, man, I'll make it I talked to him and I was like, I'll make it heavy. And I'm like, bro, I could never spin that on a bass because, like, dude, you'd be so disappointed. I would send you a broken neck bass, like, it's in a through body. Like, can you give me one that's aluminum? Or, like I think that's my next step with a neck, is I want an aluminum neck. But, I feel like that's almost more fragile than maple.
No, actually, dude, those fucking Kramers are great.
Oh, God, dude, yeah, man. Oh,
but they weigh a fucking ton. They're like 16 pounds.
Dude, those Kramers are, oh, man, I love a Kramer. Breathe it out, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. They're fucking awesome. Do you think you have what it takes to be an astronaut?
Absolutely fucking not, man.
Really?
No way. No way in hell. No way in hell. It's such a confined space.
Yeah.
Like, I get out in space, and it's so big and open, but you have to be in such a small space to see so much space. No, man, I'm good with pictures.
Dude, I totally get that. So you think getting to space would be the thing that would be the seeing everything from above would be the difficult part? No,
that'd be the best part. The hardest part is being in space, and no matter how you're in space, you're in a enclosed tomb.
Right.
You're on a ship. You're in a tomb. You're in a uniform. You're in a tomb. Like, you're not open. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to be buried. I want to be cremated.
Right.
Throw me there once, burn me, send me ashes, and set me free. And this goes back to playing bass. This goes back to life, bro. Don't put me in a box, man.
Right.
Don't ever. And I'm like, when I die, don't put me in a box. I don't ever want to be in a box, man. Don't give me a box. I don't want to be there. I exist in this realm, and it's awesome, and I want to be here, but, like, I don't want to be in a box.
For sure, man.
And then I feel like going on a spaceship, that's a fucking box, bro, because, like, if it got punctured or something happens, bro, you're done. You're done. Like, and, like, it's not the fear of looking back. I would love to see the Earth from that angle.
Right.
I would love to go up and be like, God fucking damn. That's beautiful. Like, imagine the doom metal you could write after seeing the Earth. You know? Like, if they sent Matt Pike up, the entire band asleep, up, and they're just, like, looking around. Imagine, okay, fuck it, I want to go. Yeah, I'm down. I would be an astronaut, fuck it. I just talked myself into
Now you just talked yourself into it. Yes.
I'm going to the moon, baby.
Yes.
Shit. I'm going.
Dude, Braun, before we jet out of here today, as always, links are listed below, so please give like, share, and follow. Go see these dudes anytime you can. Go pick up merch off of the Bandcamp page. Go support them in any way you can, because every little bit fucking helps, and it is for the reasons like that why we keep doing this shit. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give today? I know we've shouted out like a ton of fucking people already, but specifically.
I think it's not even a shout-out. I just want to talk about, like, maybe a handful of bands I've played with in the past year.
Sure.
That I really, like, I mean, Horseburner.
Right.
We're going to do Horseburner. Horseburner's so fucking good. Howling Giant. Phenomenal.
Oh, love them. They're actually going to be soon.
So good.
Howling Giant will be appearing on a sister show to the Metal Forge, the Alehorn, coming up after the first of the year. So,
oh, no. Yeah, who are you talking to?
I don't know. It's Jason, the guy who does the Alehorn. He's doing that one.
They're so sweet. I love all those guys. Fairyring guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Phenomenal Band King Volume Records. Like, dude, they fucking just everything they have so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, some of my Eastern Kentucky boys, Buzzhound.
Right.
Buzzhound, really good. Fucking Season of the Witch, Appalachitari, nail it. I can't forget about She. I mean, fucking She's She. Swamp Pox, fucking killer. Storm Toker's killer. Like, this region, fucking Blessed Black, fucking Lordship.
Right.
I mean, dude, so many good bands. Like, Two Wind Riders good. A fucking Dope Scum from Chattanooga is real good. Man, like, dude, I could go. I'm.
Hell yeah, man. No, I totally get it.
Tawana Johnson, fucking Radiant. God damn, I didn't even get to Ohio yet. God, fucking Radiant from Northern Ohio, dude. Those cats slam. Rebreather's real good. We played with them like 2 times this past year, and like they've been doing it forever. And like, man, they're just like they're so fucking good, and their beer's so good, and their sound's so good, and like, it's like you feel it. You feel everything in you, you know?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
But yeah, man, like, recap, this year's been fucking crazy. I would like to say one thing. I'm doing a fest in Lexington on 4/20 of next year, 4/20/24, called Legalized Lex. Be on the lookout for an announcement 1st of January.
Right on.
Have 11 of the best regional acts, dudes from Louisville, dudes from Cincy, dudes from Asheville, like dudes from Lexington, dudes from fucking Indiana, all around. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be one day, 11 bands, $20 fucking at Al's Bar, 2 stages.
Hell yeah, man. I'll look forward to it, and fuck yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's gonna be insane. I'll let you know when that gets announced.
Fuck yeah, man. We'll have to come on again and promote it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, anytime. Anytime you have a down week, and anytime the news days is slow and you need a crop guy to come in.
Not at all, man. I've been meaning to get this done. I've just been like fucking so busy. I just have to make it happen.
I actually liked how this came together because it was so like, hey man, you want to do this tomorrow? I'm like, I'm actually like, my wife's at work. I'm pretty free right now. That'd be great.
Hell yeah, dude.
March like every night. So like this is just like I have me time like, I don't know, 6 nights a week.
Fuck yeah, dude. Nothing wrong with that at all. So my final question of the day for the Metal Forge is, obviously in the Doom like genre, there's a lot of concept albums. If you could pick a movie to base a concept album off of, what would it be?
Man, God, I mean, dude, you're gonna do this to me?
Yeah. What movie? What movie would you pick to write a Doom concept album? What's that?
I'm not picking the fucking. It'd be Blow by Johnny Depp, man. I mean, come on.
A Doom version of Blow by. That's great.
Have you heard like half of our songs? All of our songs are about doing coke and killing yourself. Crop's not just about weed, man.
No, I know.
There's crops out there.
Dude, that's awesome though. I mean that would be a fucking badass album though. I would.
Well, like, so, you know, it's this thing with us that like, it's not that we like drugs. We just like the way they smell.
Yes.
You know, I mean, and a lot of people, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, man, fucking talk about it, because that's how you get the shit for free shows. Like, man, as long as it's good.
Well, you know, the thing about it is like, you know, I've seen so many people react to like, what is a
10, 15 years ago, weed, like, and you just hit your vape pen. You're smoking weed the whole time. You were stoned when you fucking got here. So, like, the thing about weed is so commonplace because a lot of us don't like to drink. Like, I just had 2 beers and 2 bourbon drinks, and I'm done drinking for the night. But I'll smoke weed until fucking 1 in the morning and hang out with you.
Right.
It's so commonplace now that, like, cocaine's just the new, like...
Yeah.
It's the new weed, man.
Right.
It's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and you see his, like, suitcase with, like, just all the drugs. And it's like, bro, you can't even get, like, 30% of those drugs anymore. And the other 40% you can get aren't good. And the only thing that's good that he's had that sucked was the weed.
Right.
Like, his weed, like, dude, weed back then, like, cocaine was so good back then. We'll never know. Our weed's so good, they can't even smoke it. They fucking die. You're die smoking our weed. But fucking the coke will kill everyone because it's got fentanyl in it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say Crop's about the drugs. I'm not going to say we're not. I'm just going to say we like to have a really good time.
Right. And that's what it's about. I mean, I'm cool with that.
Well, I said in the beginning,
And that's the realness of it. And I think, honestly, to me, when it comes down to that whole thing is people lie in their day-to-day life about just stupid bullshit. You know, like, oh, you know, fucking nah, you know, they fucking people rationalize with themselves and what the fuck ever. But you know, and I totally deal with that thing, like how Lemmy said, was just like, once your feet hit that stage, if you're not 100% your fucking self and you're not fucking producing 100% of your fucking self to the people out there, you're not fucking doing it right. Dude, thank you so fucking much. On our way out today from the EP, what do you want to play?
you know, my favorite, man, let's play an A.
Awesome.
We're going to end that. Let's end it right. Let's
awesome. I was going to ask about that. So it's just NA.
Yeah. Oh, so, okay.
Nah.
Okay, so we were talking about like concept albums, and REP is actually a concept album.
Right.
It's comparing a night of doing really shitty drugs to a bad relationship.
Right on.
And you start out the album and you end the album, and then like Shame Chamber, you're in the Shame Chamber. Rotten, you're a piece of shit. Blind Spots, you're not looking anywhere. Like, you're just fucking living. And then he said something about the sun. Like, but then you get to NA. And NA is what is that, sodium?
Yeah.
What's sodium? Salt?
Yeah.
What's salt compared to? Yeah, so you're looking for more. And that was the whole, once it ends, you're still looking for more.
And that's definitely
always looking for more, man, you know? And like, Mark's such a lyrical genius in that way. Like, he wrote this whole thing, and like, dude, I have fucking like 6 like old school black and white like notebooks that you write your name on from Mark. He just fills them full. I have 6 at my house, like, and they're full of lyrics and poems and shit. And he's just like, he'll go in and he's like, dude, I got this melody line for this song. You just wrote it. I have this thing written. I think it'll work for this. And he'll just come in and he'll have a fucking whole song to this shit.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
And he's been sitting on it for 3 years. We don't even know he wrote the song that he already wrote. Like, dude, ain't like that. Like, he just like, but yeah, dude, I could show you. Like, he's got all the Kurt Cobain looking books full of fucking, man.
So
I was telling him, I was like, if you ever die, I've got the rest of your lyrics. It's cool, man.
Fuck yeah, man. So on our way out, man, NA. In 2017, one man's vision and passion for all things metal started out as a record store in his house. Years later, the fight against a mainstream empire continues as Shadebeast. An independent metal collective and online store based in Athens, Georgia, is the world's premier heavy metal brand for music heads that value authenticity over the mainstream acceptance. Featuring original t-shirts from some of the best underground artists, as well as stickers, posters from the Shadebeast Presents concert series. Unique, one-of-a-kind collectibles and small curated selection of vinyl and cassettes from the masters old and new. Visit shadebeast.com and enter promo code SithLord for free domestic shipping on your first order, whether you're a new customer or returning. And be sure to join the Shadebeast social groups on Facebook and the interwebs to keep up with the new release announcements and talk all things metal and Star Wars. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and filth.
Welcome to the night. You think you know Night Demon? Then the Night Demon Heavy Metal Podcast is for you. Step into the darkness as we peel back the curtain to give you an unprecedented, all-access look into the mind and the heart of the demon. We're talking band history, song analysis, studio anecdotes, stories from the road. It's everything a diehard Night Demon fan could want and more. This is the only place to learn the inside scoop, the deep dive trivia, the untold tales from the band members themselves and those closest to the Night Demon story. Need more? The sacred Night Demon Crypt will be pried open to reveal demo recordings that have never before seen the light of day, all with in-depth commentary by the band and the people who were there for the writing and recording process. This is a gold mine, a treasure trove of all things Night Demon. Head over to nightdemon.net or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Since 2013, there has been a calling from the underground, from the graves of all those unholy, and they decided to make a zine to talk about all of this. Soulgrinder Zine! An independent metal zine to keep you informed on all things metal and horror from the underground. Available in both print and digital formats, they're bringing you the best interviews and reviews out there today. Not only do they do the zine, but they also do compilation CDs. Check them out at facebook.com/soulgrinder.zine and start your subscription now. Hey everybody, let me tell you about the new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Unchained Tapes. They're an independent Pennsylvania tape label. They focus on extreme metal and punk with a killer approach to the tape scene. Visit their web store at unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com now to get your fill of tapes. And for being a Metal Forge listener, enter the code METALFORGE10 at checkout to get a 10% discount on your total purchase. That's unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com.
What's up, Metal Forge fans? This is Alan Bishop, the alchemist of Indiana's Black Forest and head distiller at Spirits of French Lick. Do you find yourself drawn to the unexplained, fascinated by the Fortean, or enchanted by the paranormal? If the things that go bump in the night resonate in your mind, then tune into my brand new podcast, If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Featuring first-hand accounts, collected stories, interviews, history, and speculation related to all things not of this world. Available now on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and more. Set back, relax, and remember, if you have ghosts, you have everything.
Hey, let me tell you guys about Mercenary Press. They're an independent London label and distributor of all things metal. Mercenary Press delivers the goods from their own independent zine. Trust me, you're going to want to get in on that. To distributing various bands from all over the world, including Cramp from Spain and Sadistic Force from Texas. Visit mercenarypress.bigcartel.com to find out what all they have in stock and what you can order. And for Metal Forge listeners, enter code METALFORGE10 to receive a discount on your total purchase at mercenarypress.bigcartel.com. Check it out now. Hey Metalheads, it's with great pleasure I get to tell you guys about a new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Ageless Art, New Albany. After 20 years of owning and operating Ageless Art in Clarksville, Indiana, Phil Garrett had a vision for a new type of tattoo studio. Something that is clean and modern, sleek, refined, inviting. And he's done just that with Ageless Art in New Albany. You can find it at 2736 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana, 47150. Business hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays are 12 to 6. All sessions are appointment only, so give them a call and go get you some new ink. Or if it's your first time, go get your first one, baby. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana, is the premier 12,500 square foot music superstore that has served both southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky metro area for over 4 decades. Originally founded by Marvin and Beverly Maxwell in the 70s, this gym remains a Maxwell family-owned business. Mark Maxwell, along with his business partner Whitney McNichol, continued the reputation as being the national resource for all things music.
In 2022, the iconic Guitar Emporium of Louisville relocated to Maxwell's Music, creating the largest independently owned showroom in the region. The retail offerings at Maxwell's Music includes a huge selection of guitars, basses, amplifiers, effects pedals, modeling amps, keyboards, drums, banjos, mandolins, ukuleles, sound systems, stage lighting equipment, and accessories. The music education program at Maxwell's is second to none. From private instrument and voice lessons to DJ, EDM, recording, songwriting, and music theory, to rock school, weekend warriors, and Maxwell's Music Lab, there is something for every age and every ability level.
Down in Repairland, guitar and instrument repairs and refurbishment are taken care of by the Maxwell's team of expert guitar technicians and luthiers. They also do appraisals of instruments as well. Maxwell's offers installations for professional audio, visual, and lighting systems for schools, churches, clubs, VFWs, funeral homes, sports fields, and so much more. There's also rentable space at Maxwell's, from the music practice and rehearsal rooms for the individuals and bands, all the way to a meeting space and concert venue that seats up to 120. That also includes a professional audio, visual, and lighting system and a sound booth. Maxwell's has it all. All this plus an original functioning 1947 recording booth to make your own record. Go to the Guitar Hero throne, to the very own Elvis statue, and don't forget the Harmony Green Pocket Park. There's a reason the Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana has been recognized by the National Association of Music Merchants as a #1 award-winning best store design, as well as top 100 music store year after year. You gotta see it to believe it. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana.